Ladies and gentlemen, our next match of the evening to be fought over 3 3-minute rounds under unified amateur mixed martial arts rules in the featherweight division. So introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he enters the cage with a record of 2 victories, representing Team Crossface. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ahmed Safi. His opponent this evening, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He enters tonight with a record 4 victories, representing New Wave Academy and Memento Morta. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kadeem Perkins. Our referee in charge, Mr. Dan Overheady.
With a record of 2-0, Ahmed Safi at just 17, one of the youngest amateurs on this card. We'll take on the New Wave Academy in Kadeem Perkins. Kadeem 4-0. Safi representing Team Crossface goes right for the takedown.
Yeah, rushed across. I went for a fireman's carry there. Very nice. Didn't quite get it. Good attempt, though.
You're watching FIGHTSTAR Championship 19. Chris Hoekstra alongside Colin Howells. Great to be with you folks tuning in for the show on MMA TV. Good connections here from both guys, and the athleticism and speed. Gotta love the featherweights.
Real good explosion from both of them, yeah. And Safi really looks like he wants the takedown, but he's got to be careful of his neck here.
Kadeem looking to hold on with that guillotine choke. Can't quite tell where the grip. Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit shallow on the right-hand side. It was underneath the chin, but it wasn't. I think he was going to go high elbow, and he couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, a good idea to give it up. If it's not there, give it up, carry on. Yeah, I mean, Safi came out. It looked like he just wanted the takedown. He just launched forward to try and get it. And then he tried for the fireman's carry. Some good skills on display there.
Really slick boxing so far from Kadeem, but Safi's happy to stand there in the pocket.
Yeah, Safi looks like he doesn't mind where this is going to go.
Yeah, it's that the zest of youth, right?
Yeah.
Oh, clips him with the right and then straight in for the takedown. But it seems to me like Safi is kind of getting caught bending over a little bit where the posture wasn't quite right. It happened before.
Yeah, Perkins, he looked like he had a dangerous guillotine earlier there. So Safi wants to be a little bit careful with that. I mean, I know he wants the takedown, but you do have to be careful if you're up against a guy that's got a good guillotine.
The keyword, not at any cost, right?
Yeah, exactly. And he's got a chin strap now. Perkins got good control.
And Perkins choosing just to back him up with that front headlock and throw some punches. Safi now surging. Will he get the double? The answer is yes.
Yeah, I think Safi's all about the big right hand from standing up.
And it's kind of worked for him, right? You just create a little bit of chaos, run through the guy, take him down off the cage.
Yeah, throw caution to the wind. And, you know, this is the first thing that he did at the beginning of this match was try a takedown, so I'm sure he's exactly where he wants to be.
David Lee and the crew calling 2 to the body, 1 to the head. They want him to start mixing up that ground and pound from the guard. Not much time here in round 1.
Possible triangle setup from Perkins. Had control of the right wrist.
You know, and it's a brave proposition to take on a guy who's got double the fight experience. He's undefeated. He's a little older. Safi is still growing in to the sport, literally. Not only his experience, but even physically. So he's looking really strong here so far tonight. Yeah,
and I wonder if that's, you know, that has been in the back of his head. He's got to take the fight to his opponent. You know, he can't go in gingerly and see what happens. He's taking the fight to his opponent. I think it's the right approach under these circumstances.
Well, 2 great gyms here, a London rivalry, New Wave Academy, South London versus Crossface up in Watford there, North London. Well, we knew this was going to be a showstopper. We go to 2 of Schedule 3. 2 of 3. Daniel Movahedi in charge. The cage door closes here. It looks to me like Kadeem Perkins has really slowed down that breathing. Ahmed Safi is focused as we have seen him.
Yeah, Perkins, he's not engaging as much as Safi is. I mean, Safi just throws everything into his shots. He comes forward. I think Perkins is just taking his time, trying to pick his shots a little bit more.
For sure. You could see Christian Evaldi and the rest of the crew just, I believe, calling for some looping shots or something maybe to make Ahmed think more about that takedown. Oh, something new. Well, you saw it right there. How quick was that?
That was fast. And Safi, look, we spoke about it. These unorthodox attacks gets him where he wants to be. You know, they get him for a double under or for a double leg, and he ends up on top. So, I mean, the approach is working for him.
And it's got to be a little bit of a surprise when you expect the guy to do what he did in the last round, which he did actually several times in a row.
Yes.
Go after you, try to take you down with the double. Go after you, take you down against the fence again. And then you throw something like that.
Yeah, and you know, it's hard to predict what a guy like Safi's going to do. You know, I mean, look at this. You know, he's from side control. You know, he's trying to figure 4 from underneath.
Yep.
You know, and it's a good technique. I mean, sometimes you can get reversal.
You can, yeah. I've seen Colin Fletcher do that, actually. I remember calling a couple of his fights, and he was often doing that. Even the guy would pass, and he'd hold on to it for dear life. And I tell you what, I'm impressed so far with both of these guys. Perkins is relentless. He's athletic. He's fast. Ahmed is mixing it up. He's aggressive. He takes risks. He fights with a certain kind of Budo spirit, right? But hey, not unlike his mentor, one of the UK pioneers of MMA.
Yeah, and he's searching for the back now.
Excellent. Ahmed runs right through him, just bends him backwards. And that often works, doesn't it? You kind of bend a guy, you break his posture backwards, and just about anything will do at that point.
It's one of those takedowns that is really, really effective. I mean, it's overlooked, actually, I think, because people always feel like they have to hook the leg or inside trip. If you've got the hips, you got the hips. You know, you can get that takedown.
Have you got a name for it?
Not really.
Just the body lock takedown,
yeah,
right? The body lock bender.
Yeah.
Very effective for sure. But Kadeem is making this one for sure a competitive fight as it ebbs and flows. Another strong round here for Ahmed, though. I think he's pushing the pace.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's pushing the pace.
And how creative was that? The back step there just to kind of come forward. He understands a lot of these complexities and when to move, when to attack, when to defend. Even if it's a little wild, it's working.
But that's it. And that's his style, you know. I think we're coming to the end of the round now.
6 minutes are history. How do you got it so far?
Yeah, I think Safi's ahead. He's just controlling everything, you know, pretty much everywhere, if I'm honest. I think he's ahead in both. It's be interesting to see what Perkins' corner is going to say to him now, what he should really be doing here. You know, I'm not sure what they'll tell him, but we'll find out.
Third and final round here, New Wave Academy taking on Team Crossface. We've got it at ringside, Safi 2018, Colin?
Yes. Yeah, we'll go with that.
But Kadeem Perkins definitely looked to manage the situation a little bit better at the beginning of the last round, lighting the feet, really boxing him up, looking to give some different looks. There we go. Lead left hook, spinning back fist in reply.
Yeah, I mean, this can make, if you're in Perkins' shoes at the moment, this can make you really tentative because Safi's so explosive and unorthodox as well. So it can make you really tentative to come forward because you don't know what he's going to do.
And he's retained that deep into this fight. Sometimes a guy can do it for a couple minutes. He's proved he can do it now into the third.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if he hits another takedown off of one of those crazy shots again.
And for Kadeem to keep coming forward like this, it can work. It definitely can work, but he really needs to, I think, lead with straight punches rather than lunging in with these shots. That may be a good style for him against other opponents, but I feel like getting caught out of place against a guy like Ahmed is not the best decision.
No.
Like here,
Yeah.
if your leg's in reach like this, he's so crazy in his commitment to these takedowns, and then he'll just stand up and throw some spin and stuff.
Yeah, and Perkins, the thing with Perkins is he's been going for the head control of the guillotine, but really I think he should just sprawl out, push the head down, get away from him. He doesn't want to get taken down again. He needs to really just get away from him. At the moment, he's done the right thing. He's controlling now, so it's a different position.
Yeah, maybe if he can bully the bully a little bit, that could work. But I feel like if he's going to stand and stick and move, he's got to really just get him to respect the jab. Put something out there that's going to make Ahmed back off. It seemed like he was actually a moment ago going for a go-go choke because he had the head stuck on the belly. Ben Rothwell would be smiling somewhere. But this is what he didn't want.
Yeah, and this is where he is, and so he's got to hustle. You know, he can't sit here. He has to do something. He has to try and post up and stand if possible. But Safi's exactly where he wants to be, in control. I mean, really, Safi doesn't have to do too much. He just has to be in control for the remaining time.
Absolutely. So as time rolls on here, you didn't get the feeling like this is going to be one that was going to go the full 3. But it's a good skill to have to realize that, look, this could go the full time. And to do it, there's that back step again. I love it. I mean, he's got a knee bar there. He's got a leg lock option, but it's really funny to see him. He's got a funky style.
Yeah, I don't think he's going for any knee bar right now.
What a fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight.
What a great fight. Really fun
style.
fight. Yeah, great style as well. I mean, we talked a lot about the unpredictability of Ahmed.
Gentlemen, distinguished guests, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. With unanimous decision, your winner in the blue corner, Ahmed Safi.